So suppose I have a moving string, and I have a sensor that is measuring the velocity at one particular point from the entire string. And I am interested in finding the velocity at all the other points using that measurement. Now, of course, I can take as many sensors as I want and measure it almost everywhere, but that is not going to be very efficient or even feasible. That is why I will need a mathematical model that can describe the behavior of any string in terms of velocity. And using this particular velocity measurement continuously, that model will eventually represent the behavior of this string exactly. And from the model, then I will know what the velocities are at every point. Now, in doing so, how fast the model is successful, that will depend a lot on where I place the sensor. My work involves mathematically finding the best location to place a sensor like this. The model that I have is very similar to the one that was used to describe the waves on the string. But my model was constructed to simulate water waves in one dimension. But the rest of the ideas involving the velocity sensor and finding the velocities at all the other points using that measurement are all exactly the same for the water wave model as well. So what is the significance of this kind of research? Why do we want to find the best location to place a sensor? The answer to that question can be seen when I consider a two-dimensional model of the same system. Because then I am talking about waves, not on a line, but on a surface. And that surface can be a large lake or even an ocean. And there, I can think of these buoys, which collect wave data from one particular region, as the sensor. And that sensor should also be placed in the best location so that it is collecting the most useful information in order to answer a very similar question. What are the velocities going to be everywhere on a large portion of the ocean surface without having information about the entire surface? And it does not have to be the velocity only. Depending on the mathematical model that I have and what the real sensor is measuring, placing the sensor in the best location would mean the most cost-effective way to monitor things like water temperature, water quality, tsunami warnings, and et cetera in real time. And such model-based theoretical research has the potential to provide a lot of important information that can facilitate this kind of science-based public policies. Thank you, everyone. I'm Tawsif from Applied Math.